Hello everyone and welcome back, and this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Aries for the week of February 23rd. And at this time I'd like to give a very special thank you to each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed, and for sharing with others, as well as all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched. Thank you. And of course for all the lovely comments. I'm sorry there's a delay sometimes in answering them, but I'm probably at work and I check my messages when I get home. So thank you. Wow, 10 of Cups. Way to start. Happy home. Dreams. Things are really starting to come together for you. Looks like you're very content with your choices this week. Feeling you're in the right place, right time, right momentum. Wow. You're really feeling the air of love right now. You know, you just want to share. You want to stand on the rooftop and yell to the world how much you are enjoying your life. Things are starting to really open up for you. You're starting to feel overwhelmed with the happiness. So that's really nice. And the Page of Swords. Yeah, standing your ground as you do. You know, making some decisions, standing up for yourself, cutting through some disagreements. There could be a disagreement coming in as well this week for some of you, but you're already on top of it. You could already sense it was there. It was just a matter of needing to do something about it. You know, and this can be in the form of relationships too, of all kinds. You know, you held your tongue, you did what you thought you were doing right, and it didn't correct it or fix it, so now you're needing to, for some of you, you know, say what's on your mind. And it's, you know, it's not that you're doing it maliciously or trying to hurt anybody, but you just are tired of not saying anything and still being on, you know, in the hot water. You know, but you have slowed yourself down. You're not just flying off the handle here. You know, you've thought about this very, very seriously of how you were going to talk to this other person about it. But sometimes there's no talking, and you're much aware of that, but you will stand up for yourself. And the Five of Pentacles. So spending some finances, or have had to. In some cases, maybe something cost a little bit more than what you had thought of. You know, you had a number in your mind and it was more than that. So you spent a little bit more than what you had wanted to. Now this could relate to the past as well. This does not have to mean that it happens this week. This could have already happened to you. And you're realizing that it gave you enough of a twinge that it made you do a little bit of recalculations. You know, you don't like to feel like you have lack of, and that may be what's happened here because of this, you know, unexpected expense. But you're okay. You realize that as well, but you won't let that happen again. You know, you've already decided how to curb it, how to fix it, so that it's not a repeat performance. Eight of Cups, needing to walk away. Understanding it's time to part ways, you know. And this can be in many areas of your life, but you're realizing that you put so much time, energy, and effort into some, you know, people, places, and things that, and for many of you, you've been doing it for absolutely for quite some time. But you have realized now that to no avail, it's not going to change, it's not going to fix, You can throw at it all you want, but it's not going to help it in any dimension. So you've understood that now for yourself. You've actually admitted it to yourself. And you're learning to walk away from it. Let it go. Release. Step into a new path for yourself. Go in a new direction. And the Six of Pentacles, yes. Finally learning to accept help. You're a very independent person, and you like to show the world how independent you are. But this week you're realizing that it's okay to allow others to help you. It doesn't look like anything major, but people are offering you help and you're turning it away, but you're the one who's always giving. And then, when you ask for it in return and it doesn't get reciprocated, you're not so happy with that, and I don't blame you. But now you're realizing that it's a give and take. And that's how you have to course correct for yourself. Learn to not give so much and see what comes back first before you go any farther. And the King of Rods. Yeah, definitely coming into your own power. You're motivated to take this chance on a change. But it takes a lot from you because you are confident in yourself, but you've already made plans. So now you're readjusting in some cases. Some of you are thinking about making a trip. So that's nice. But you're not getting carried away. It's just something you want to do. And perhaps you've managed to, get some company to go along with you. But you are ready to expand, in different areas. You master the most mundane thing, but you make it turn into something so much more, because you just do things because you want to. And that's really nice. You're willing to, you're not sacrificing anything here. You're just feeling right place, right time, slowing down a little bit, showing up for yourself, and you're still managing to come out on top. And the Page of Pentacles. So there's good news, opportunities coming in. Definitely change here. And it gives you the chance to close some doors behind you. There's good deals. There's new assignments on the table for yourself. You're feeling confident in your choices. You have good values for yourself of what it is you want to do. Some of you are changing your health issues. Maybe some of you were feeling a little bit unhealthy, which doesn't make you feel good. So you're investing more in yourself in all dimensions. Yeah, look at that. 9 of Pentacles. You're learning to go solo. Keeping more to yourself. Feeling the understanding that you know what you're doing. You have enough to support yourself. You want an equal people in your life. You don't want to, be the one who's always picking others up. You're realizing that it's a give and take world. You're feeling more confident and more strong in yourself. It's shocking a lot of people as well, because they don't really see you that way. But now they're starting to see how independent you truly are and capable. So that gives them a whole new perspective of yourself. So you're rewarding yourself this week, allowing yourself a few luxuries, something that you really like to do or enjoy. And that could be so simple as, going to the grocery store and picking up a meal. But whatever it is, you're feeling okay this week. And the Queen of Cups, look at that. Sitting back, enjoying life. Making something in your life more fulfilling to you. There's romance here. You're following your intuition much more than you have before. You have more mental clarity. You're getting along with your family much more, which gives you that feeling of fulfillment, joy, and happiness. So that is really nice. And like I said, you're following your wisdom. You're sitting back for the first time in a long time and just seeing what's coming towards you. You know, you're, like I said, you're following your own wisdom. You know what your mind's telling you to do. It's hard sometimes for you to just do it, but you are allowing it to flow in much easier this week. And the Ace of Pentacles, look at that for luck. You know, that's your yes card from the universe. You planted your seeds. This is a very lucky card. Lucky times, tangible goods. You know, there's perfect results coming in for you. Material gains, which makes you feel more content. There could be a windfall here for some of you, like small amounts of money coming in, and it's going to allow you to feel, oh, I can invest that in something, or I can do something with that, you know. So you're getting some advice from somebody who knows what they're doing. Now that could be a financial advisor, but when you're starting to ask questions now, you're coming at it with a more authority behind it when you ask questions of others, of how to make investments, where to invest, you know, what will that give me each month, sort of thing. So you're really getting much more empowered for your future. You know, there's a job on offer for some of you here, something that you really wanted. Like, this is a dream job, and you're reaching for it. Why not? You wanted it, it's arrived, and you're taking it for all it is. Some of you are taking on more, taking care of your health, like doing some exercises, taking a walk, whatever it is for you. But you're taking care of your health because it's your wealth, and you're very much knowing of that. Yeah, look at that. 6 of Swords. Some of you are looking into moving, like physically moving to a different place, some place that you feel comfortable with, things you want to do. So that is a really nice card to see for you. You know, you're tired of going against the current. You want things in your life to run much more smoothly, and you're realizing that the only way that is going to happen for yourself is if you take the necessary steps to achieve it. So for some of you, that's calling you to physically move to a different area. This could be for a new job, a new residence, both in some cases, and it will be a much better class for you. You're just feeling that you need to get away from the naysayers and feeling like you're not quite enough where you're at. You want to fit in and be accepted for who you truly are without putting on airs. And that is perfect. Oh, I like that. Ace of Cups. Nice. Well now, there's overflowing with abundance, love, pleasures, passions, happiness. Whoo! This could be a new relationship trying to come into your life here for many of you. But you're wiser, and I like it. You know, you make good judgment calls. You watch the person. You know, it's nice to be flattered, but you're smart enough to know from your past, don't put rose-colored glasses on. Watch that their words speak with their actions. So you're very, very much more in tune with yourself. You know, you're not forgetting to take care of yourself first before anyone else. And if it doesn't feel right, you're not doing it. So good for you. Look at that. 2 of Swords. There's a decision you need to make. And it's not easy. But you're realizing it's time to make this decision. Something you need to change. And it's not, you know, the most happiest choices, but you realize that you need to make one, stick to it, before the universe makes it for you. So you're very smart that way this week. You're understanding what it is, what your gifts are, what's coming at you, and in some cases, who. All right, I'm going to pull one more card to get a little more clarity. You know, these are still the tarot cards. Yeah, look at that. The King of Cups. So sitting back, looking at everything that you have, reserving yourself. You know, if there's problems, you're dealing with them, but you're feeling more comfortable about this. You're feeling more like there's more resolutions. Your ships are coming in. Things are starting to come much more smoothly and easily to you. And you feel, you know, you don't need to do anything spectacular. You know, it's just happening naturally. All that you've wanted and longed for a while is actually coming in now. So, wow, you know, you're pulling out all the stops. You're feeling very, you know, right place, right time, right people sort of thing. So something special is coming for you this week. And it could be someone as well. But like I said, you already know what your choices are before they even open the door. All right. And your oracle card? Haha. Falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone. Forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. Well, there you go. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will definitely talk to you again next week. Bye for now.